I'm going to walk through a pitch selection calculator I've been using. It looks something like this here, where it breaks down what pitches are seen and what players are doing with them. So it breaks it down between fastball and off-speed pitches, and then it breaks it down by strikes, balls, and whether the player hits it hard, hits it weak, or takes the pitch. So everything kind of fits into those 12 options there. So during your games, I keep a little chart like this here and can put tally marks for the different pitches. If a player or yourself keep that, and then I transfer that information to a chart like this. And this would be a look at a specific game, for example, for a player. So here's those numbers again, and it gives you some totals and percentages here. So it adds up the total number of fastballs seen, the total number of off-speed pitches seen, and then it gives you total pitches, total strikes, total balls, percentage of fastball thrown, percentage of swing decisions, which is basically if you are swinging at strikes and taking balls. So making the correct decision there gives you a percentage there, a percentage of hard contact on the pitches you swing at. So basically if you hit the ball hard, divided by the number of pitches you swing at. Down below it gives you a total more specific to fastball strikes, off-speed strikes, fastball balls, and off-speed balls. So total fastball strikes, how many, what percent you swing at, what percent you hit hard. Off-speed strikes, how many, what percent you swing at, what percent you hit hard. And then fastball balls and off-speed balls, how many, and then what percent of those you chased. So in an individual game, these numbers aren't super effective. Sometimes sometimes yes, sometimes no, but they more are valuable over time. So if I give you, this is a look at an individual game, 109 pitches, it gives you more, I guess, better information over time. So we swing at 69% fastball strikes, hit 31% of them hard, swing at 40% of off-speed strikes, hit 7% of them hard. So if you look at, these are all individual games that you could do as your whole team, or you could do these as individual player games, more specific to an individual player if you want to look for trends for an individual player. So all these numbers down here are just individual games. And then what the totals will do will add up all these sheets individually into a totals column. So now you're looking more at like a lot of information over time. This is maybe where it gets more valuable. So here is 707 pitches, and you're able to see how many strikes and balls you're thrown, what percent of fastballs you get. So I see this number as low as like 50%, and I see it as high as like up to 80% for certain players. So that information can be valuable for very player specific. Swing decision, usually between 70 to 80% here. So obviously you want to have a higher percentage swinging at strikes and taking balls, higher percentage the better. And then hard contact percentage is all the balls that you swing at. So this includes swing and misses, it includes foul balls. So this number being kind of lower is kind of normal because it includes every pitch that you swing at and then how many of those pitches you hit hard. Then over time, you'll see some colors down here where I put some formatting where it will change colors based on if you're hitting certain percentages or not. So total fastball strikes, I feel like you should be swinging at least 75% of these. So I put a formatting here that it'll turn green if it's 75% or more. It'll be yellow if it's between 70 and 75%, or it'll be red if it's less than 70%, which means to me you're not swinging enough fastball strikes. There's formatting on the percent that you hit hard. So if you're hitting fastball strikes hard at a high percentage, that's good. That'll turn green. If you're not hitting them hard, it'll turn yellow and then down to red. Off-speed strikes I put at a slightly lower percentage, just because maybe you shouldn't be swinging at quite as many off-speed strikes as fastball strikes. And same with hitting those pitches hard. There's slightly lower numbers there. These are all changeable as well too. You could go in there and change these. So you could, if you feel like those percentages should be changed, you can change them for specific players. Then looking at fastball and off-speed balls, I have a percent chase. So how many you got total, and then I have less than 10% you should be chasing for fastball balls. So this will change color based on if you're chasing too many pitches or not chasing the correct number of pitches. So I put this at about 10% for fastball balls, which would be like 1 out of 10 that you're swinging at, and then a little bit higher percentage for off-speed balls. You might be chasing those a little bit more. So that's how the program kind of works. You can make a copy yourself, and if you want to keep this for your own players, you make copies of these as well. It's a pretty simple process of keeping the data, entering the data, and then the program does all the calculations for you, and you could easily go through it with players and have a conversation about their pitch selection. Thank you.